Hey everybody, I am live on the exact video that I was supposed to be on. So here I am. I keep making that same common mistake. Here, let me direct you guys over to the original chat. Oh man. Okay, we got you. Hey y'all. I cannot get it back in this head. Thank you so much for coming back. And I am so sorry. Every time I forget where I said it, it said stream, it said YouTube studio. So there it was. Hey, Don, welcome in. Boy, have I had some faux pas going on up in here. Good to see you. Let me give a little instruction. I've got people totally confused, I know, and I apologize. And thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate that. So let me turn that off. Isn't that crazy? I guess in all the excitement, I doused that light over there because I think it was really, and I just turned on this big magnification light over here. And it makes everything much better. And I don't have a big light on my face. And Laura's like, where is she at? Hello, knock, knock. But I seem to have, I know I set it up on YouTube Studio. So when I go there, I couldn't go live. And then I went to redo the stream. And then I went back to the original stream. Okay, thanks, Laura. And thank you guys for being here. I know that what a hot mess, right? But I'm glad you guys are here. I did manage to get my desk cleaned off. Thank you. To get my desk cleaned off. And I was on my way upstairs and I found this little beauty. She's barefooted. And I thought, do I really want to give this? And her hair is perfect. And do I really want to give this little doll up or not? Hey, Dark Side Channel, welcome in. Yes, Ginger, and welcome in, sweetheart. Yeah, you have to. There's a lot of thawing going on these semis. And it really, it frightened me because I'm like, what if that would have hit on his side, obstructed his vision, and caused a crash? And he didn't have time to get the trailer number because the guy was flying low. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And God was there because I think God does things that save our lives at the right time. But isn't she beautiful? Look at those eyes. And her hair is just so pretty. I collect bride dolls, but I thought, well, yes, thank God, Laura, because it could have resulted in something horrific. But isn't she adorable? I think this is a duck from the Duck Head collection. I didn't see anywhere where she was marked. Let me go back to my, I'll tell you. Hey, Joanne, I'm glad you came in after all the confusion. Welcome in, sweetheart. I'm like, why can't I get it through my head where I do things? I guess I get so excited about being able to bring these things that my mind goes poof. And I'm sure we've all been there. And I looked for markings on her and I couldn't find any. but she's like porcelain, guys. And let me go back and not have to reframe what I just said. She is Duck House Heirloom Doll. And I was looking for Mark. She has one of the most beautiful dresses on, I think. Isn't that dress beautiful? Her eyelashes are there and everything. So I even got some stuff set up over here. It's not like I may go back and forth a few times tonight. Thank you for subscribing to Ginger Crafting with Love, because I think it's so important that we show support to people. I know, isn't it, though? That we show support to people and our fellow people on YouTube. It's really important because I know that people are working toward goals. And, to subscribe, it doesn't cost you anything. And that person that you just subscribed to may really need, maybe they're working toward a goal. So I'm working toward one. I'm almost at 600. And I heard when you get to that 600 mark, they'll leave your subscriptions alone. Thank goodness. And I'm working toward a goal. And let me see here, guys. And when I have 569, guys, look how close that is. So if you guys would be so inclined, please share this video, because when you share something, it gets that out there, and someone might say, I have never heard of this person. And then they go to the channel and see the content, which, thank you, Rebecca. You like my thrifted shirt? And welcome in. And Crafting with Love says, I'm at 1.9K subscribers. Congratulations, sweetheart. I'm very happy for you. And you guys know, as content creators, you have to keep working. If you want something, guys, you can't do it in the background. You have to come out forward and just really, boy, I tore it up. I decided that, I have a channel, and, I believe that I have something to give, and you don't get anything with your mouth shut, is what I always heard. So, what time is it? And we had a few faux pas along the way, but hey, I'm human. And to err is pretty much what happens. But you don't give up. You keep fighting. I've had my boxing gloves on for years. Not that I'm a mean person. It's just sometimes you have to just get in there and roll with the punches. And if you get knocked down, get back up, because, hey, tomorrow's another day. We all have something to give. As long as you are alive on this earth, you have something to contribute. Oh, that is wonderful, Ginger. And my little Chihuahua, her name is Ginger. And I'm glad, Ginger, because sometimes we get so caught up with what other people think. Well, oh my God, what if I didn't do this right? Oh my God, wonder if I didn't do this right. Guys, get on there and just be yourself. Everyone learns at different levels, and just be yourself, the best part of yourself you can be. And guys, it will come. Does it happen overnight? No, it doesn't. But like I say, I'm just a little shot still shooting, and that is so true. We start out with baby steps until we can make our way. And then once we realize and we see people that subscribe, and you're like, wow, I got a shot at this, so don't let anything stop you, guys. don't compare yourself to anybody. You're your own unique personality. And just let that come forward. Are you going to be liked by everyone? If I told you, yeah, I'd be lying. And if it was raining outside, I would be struck by lightning, because that's not how it happens. You just keep going when you think that you can't go no more, and pick up that inner strength and just sock it to them, is what I say. But anyway, I'm so glad to see you guys, and I'll quit rattling my jaws, because I have some very beautiful things I am offering. Thank you, Rebecca, and I adore you. And Rebecca, Rebecca was my mother's middle name. And not because your name's Rebecca, because I love the person you are. I really do. I really do. But there's just some people that come into your lives and right into your heart. And you guys are one of them, because you're here in support of me. Like when I worked at a home health care service, I had 2 or 3 clients. And I said, you know what? I do not love any one of you better than the next. It's all equal. And I was a loving little thing. But you know what? I changed the life of someone else. And it was almost a ministry to know that you could have someone come in and help you with those little things that really are interested in you, not what time the quitting bell goes off. You know what I mean? But I was very loved because of that, and not because I was fake, is because they knew that was who I was. And Ginger says both Etsy and YouTube will be up and running in February. Very excited. Yay, Ginger. So you're saying, would you be quiet and you learn there is good, bad, ugly, and beautiful on YouTube? Just stay with the good ones, not the dirty kitties. That's true. My dad, I always had this analogy. If you lay with dogs, you're going to get fleas. And I'm sorry, I'm not being judgmental. I'm a type of person that has all these sayings. Hey, Amy, sweetheart, welcome in. But I can be rather comical at times, I admit, but that's just a part of my personality, guys. I'm just, So anyway, they said quit squawking, and so we will put this little baby doll over here while I'm trying to decide whether or not. Okay, guys, I'm going to offer these. I know very little about them, but I do know I found 2 more of them. So you guys may have seen these. And guys, these are from like the 30s or 40s. And I have found out very little about them. I have 6 of them. Let's see. I am going to, because you're getting a treasure. I don't even know much about these, but I do know I think they're kind of rare. So I have 6 of these, and I'm going to start them I'm going to start the whole set at $15. And you know what that means? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. You're getting 4 and 1 free. If you want to look at it in that light. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with my camera? You guys, there we go. Why is my camera not working? Hang on. Do I not have it plugged in? That's the printer. Unbelievable. What is wrong? Hang on. Oh, You guys, thanks for bearing with me. I know it's been, let's see here, guys. Let's see. All right. Good Lord. Could anything else go wrong tonight? Oh, it's still not working. Don't. It's got the lights are on, but no one's home. And I tried to go in my settings and take care of that. That is crazy. High definition. Let's see, standard definition, full definition. I don't think it makes any difference. I have a junk camera. I don't want my appearance touched up. This is crazy because that camera's on. We're going to have to wing it, guys. This is crazy. So the light is on that camera, but I have 6 of these. They have like kind of like a velvet type. I cannot get over that. A velvet like texture to them. They are probably from the 1930s or 40s. And I can see that light. It's on, but I don't know why it's not cooperating. So we do have 6 of these. And I'll give you a measurement. I cannot believe that camera. Here, let me unplug it and plug it back in. I just did something worse here. Ah. So we're just going to have to wing it like this, guys. The mistake I made is when let's see if we can't get this back on. Let's see. There's that. Okay, maybe. Don't hold your breath. There we go. Victory was mine. Look how beautiful these are. Aren't they lovely? And I have 6 of them, and whoever is interested in it might have a lot of research to do because they are beautiful, and there's 6 of them. So 3, 6, 9. Actually, you're getting a better deal. 3, 6, 9, 15. You're getting all these and 2 free. So thanks, Crafting with Love. I needed that. So if anyone's watching this after the fact and you're interested in these, I know they're from the 30s or the 40s. Dark Side Channel said she ain't no fool. So we have Jen in at 15. By the way, while we are contemplating, I do invoice with PayPal. I ship through Pirate Ship. I try to get you the best deal possible. I'm not the type that will just, I'm going to throw these in a rigid box and charge you for that, because I'm not like that. Anyone that knows me knows I'm always working it. So I will drop the camera. I might need to turn this light back on, guys. Okay, there we go. Hey, Ash, welcome in, sweetheart. And, I'm always trying to get you the best deal that I possibly can, because I would want the same done for me. And I don't see any other interest. There are some little boo-boos, but if you live to be that old, you'd have a few too. Oh, so there's that. And so I don't see any other interest in these. So we're going to call it down for Jen. So, like I said, there's a few boo-boos, but they're not chipped or broken. So we're going to start calling this down for Jen. We're going to go once to Jen for that $15. Something you don't see every day. You'll have fun researching these. Going twice to Jen for that $15 bid. Final and last call. If you want something that's really old, I think Jen and I have a lot in common. We do like the older stuff. And we are sold to Jen for that $15. Congratulations, sweetheart. I really appreciate that. And that's going to Jen. And Jen, you're going to have fun researching these. You're very welcome, sweetheart. And thank you guys for being here. I know I was a hot mess earlier, but hey, you know, the most lessons that we learn are the hard way. We mess up, but then we figure it out and it's all good. Thank you so much, sweetie. Yeah, these are old, and you'll probably have a lot of fun researching these because let me tell you something. These are special, and I'm glad that we'll put those right there. I actually have room on my desk. It's not a hot mess, but so that goes to Miss Jen. Congratulations, sweetheart. Let me put it on there so it will not fall off because I don't want to be trying to track down something. Okay, Rebecca, I'm bringing that up. Well, Rebecca, we try not to give those wrenches for this reason. Sometimes someone will come into a chat, not in the chat, but outside the chat, and they won't say anything, and they'll use that wrench to block somebody. And then you get this email, well, why'd you block me for? So Laura can drop that channel for you, Rebecca. Okay. Rebecca, I know this is the moment that you have been longing for, and let it not be said that I don't deliver. Oh, yes, there's been a lot of people will be lurking and they have a wrench and then they'll come in and block somebody, and it just causes all kinds of headaches and stuff like that. They will do that. I've seen it done. Is it right? No. So, Rebecca, here comes that wonderful basket that you have been dreaming of all week long, right? And what this is, it is a Ellie Smith. The pattern is moon and stars. It's 10.5 inches tall. And about 4 inches deep. And we're going to start this at $20 because this is an older vintage piece, something that most people will never come across. And I was really fortunate to find it. And I saw it and I'm like, look at the beauty of that. We'll move it in. Rebecca didn't even have to think about it, and she said 20. It's an excellent vintage condition. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no chips nor cracks. There's your bottom. I think Ellie Smith is kind of notorious for those clear bottoms like that. I think they focused more on the decoration than they did the bottom, and Rebecca's in at 20. So if anyone else wants, Rebecca said don't even. So Rebecca said 20. So there it is, guys. Lead crystal. So we're going to start calling this down for Rebecca. If someone really likes what they see, it would be the time to come in on that. So we're going to go once to Rebecca for that $20 bid. Boy, is this beautiful. We're going to go twice to Miss Rebecca for this basket. I know she's been thinking about all week long. Twice. Final and last call. Look at the light play on that handle. Aria, Rebecca, I might be able to help you out with that. Fair warning, fair warning. And it looks like Rebecca will be the proud new owner of the basket that she has wanted since I showed it. So, congratulations, Rebecca. That is yours. And thank you so much. I appreciate that. Rebecca said, I came, I scored. I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. I don't want her to miss it. I know she wanted it. Congratulations. You're very welcome, sweetie. And we will put that on Miss Rebecca. And thank you so much. So now this I found in the archives. And you're like, what's in that box? Well, I'm about to show you what's in this box. Look at that. Let me hold it the right way. It's in its own box. You're welcome, Rebecca. There it is. I did Google this. The bottom part appears to be colder than the top. But what we have here is a Chinese stamp that somebody evidently used. Hey, Lucy, welcome in, sweetie. I don't think it's this part. I don't think it's a stone, but something's going on with this. So I'm going to make a quick picture. It does come in its own case. Very nice, still in good condition. Let me, here we go. Let's see, where's that camera? There it is. And as you know, there's the Chinese are really into their stamps. Who knows? This could have been used by someone very important. You never know. You know, it could be history or a history lesson. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. And a lot of times you'll only find these without their case, so which in this situation makes it even more special. I would be willing to bet that it's in its original what it was meant to go into. Let me move that over a little bit. So, okay. It's a fuchsia soapstone seal, double dragons. Hey, bird on a wire, welcome in, sweetie. And I'll go to that. And there's one listed on Craigslist, so it is soapstone. This one as well has it says make manufacturer unknown Asian descent. It's the double dragon. And that's really all it says. And it has New Haven in parentheses. Now, I know that I probably paid pretty good for this. So we're going to start this with its box let's start this at 15. This is a stamp that is soapstone. You do have your double dragons, and I'm probably not charging as much as I paid for it. But look at that. You know, I'm maybe someone important stamp something with that. You never know. And you do get the original box as well. It rests right down into its little spot. And if this would have been something other than soapstone, boy, that, hey, Face the Ace, welcome in. There would have been a feeding frenzy, that I'm sure of. Welcome in, Face the Ace. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for coming in. But this is amazing. If someone collects this, there you go. And I know people do collect that. The box 1202. I don't know if that was an inventory number or what. Great to see you too, Ace. You're always come in. I appreciate your support. So, like I said, if anyone's watching, I have something that may go right along with this theme, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. So we'll give it just a few minutes. There's your bottom. That's in really good condition. Probably straight from the Orient. No, I'm kidding. So we will pass on this if anyone is interested later in this beautiful stamp here that comes. That's soapstone, but it has a double dragon. How beautiful is that? Just contact me on my email over there, and we will take care of that. I know a lot of people collect Chinese. Dark Side Channel said, I don't think so. I think I like what I'm seeing. So we have the Dark Side Channel Gin, and at that $15 bid, this is in immaculate condition. There are no rips or tears on this at all. So seeing no other interest in the chat, we're going to go ahead and call this down for Gin. So we're going to go once to the Dark Side Channel for that $15 bid. We're going to go twice to the Dark Side Channel for that $15. A final and last call. And Laura's given people time if they want to come in to do so. Fair warning. And we are sold to the Dark Side Channel Gin for $15. Thank you so much. And I'll bet you a quarter, and I'm not a gambling person, that I paid far more than that. Congratulations, sweetie. That is yours. I got this earring lot from Jen, the Dark Side Channel, and I'm wearing, oh my goodness, I forgot about Rebecca, and I'm wearing a pair of them right now. Beautiful, beautiful. And Jen is usually on with Black Widow, and I think sometimes on a Sunday. And thank you so much for that. Okay, let me see if I can make Rebecca's dreams come true. Let's see here what I do with it. Okay, this is going to be, this more than likely would ship by itself. And Laura said she's letting go of something that's pink. Well, yeah. So, this is really special, guys. Let me find my stand. I'm about to show you a vintage Mikasha pink Rosella Walter crystal glass serving platter. And every time I look at it, I think about a cake or something, a springtime cake made with this as the platter that holds it. You gotta be careful how I put that in there. Isn't that amazing? But it is vintage. It is a Mikasha Pink Rosella Walter Crystal glass serving platter. It is large and absolutely in charge, as you can see. I think we're going to start this. It's big, guys. I think we're going to start this at 15. And I think that's a wonderful deal, given the fact that I guess I need to get up here, guys. It is 16 amazing inches across. Beautiful. Like I said, I could see in the springtime a beautiful coconut cake, which is my favorite. In the middle of that, garnished with, those little edible flowers. And it's a beautiful piece, guys. It's big. It's a big one. Beautiful, beautiful. It's that big. That's how big that thing is. This would also be beautiful, put in a plate stand and put on a wall if you wanted to. It would be pretty with an old tea set on it, even that matched maybe some of the colors in it. Would be pretty like that as well. But it's a big one. It's a beauty. You could decorate above kitchen cabinets. This piece would stand out. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't miss it, I guarantee you. They'd come in and boom, that's all they would. They'd say, oh my God, where'd you get that beautiful piece of vintage glass there? But it is gorgeous, as Colleen would say. It is beautiful. It'd be good for a party. You could put things on it, and even if you didn't look good, this looks good, so that would suffice, right? So that is up for grabs if anyone is. Hey, Nikki, welcome in, sweetie. Good to see you. Chip, you could put a dip thing. Speaking of dip, I got that bowl down, that dip bowl, and the potato chip holder downstairs that is vintage as well. But I know it's big, and the first thing you're thinking, that would cost a fortune to ship. Not the way I do it. I always make sure that things are safe, but I always do a bag in a box, and it's always cheaper unless I just cannot avoid it. If I have to go bigger, I have to go bigger. Not only for this, you have to be safe. Good to see you, Nikki. You got to be safe. You want to do it. You want to save the money, but on your shipping, but you want to do it right. That's beautiful. So we will put this little thingy over here for now. And we will move on to the next thing. This is amazing, guys. This is one of those, it's got like a Chinese, Japanese vibe to it. It goes on a table. It is in excellent condition. And I'll give you a measurement on it. And we'll start this at 12 because it's probably. Hey, Marzita, welcome in, sweetheart. Thank you so much for coming in. Look at that silkiness. And it is a table scarf. It's got the little fringes. Thank you, Ace. And I'm going to fold it in half so I can measure this thing. But it is really beautiful. It's got a silky, if you collect Japanese or Chinese items and you want to display them, this would be the perfect way to do so. So, man, it's 33 feet. Oh my goodness, that's about 3 feet 3 feet. So it's 3 feet. So I would say that, stand up, just half of that's 3 feet. It is beautiful. I'm not for sure the age of it. It doesn't have any tag to it. So I don't really know, but I'll move it in so you can see the intricacies of this beautiful. It's like a tapestry, really. But like I said, if you have some Chinese, Japanese things that you want to display on that, then this would be perfect. See, I've got another one somewhere. It is beautiful. There's not one stain, one rip, not one loose thread, not even one dangle is messed up. So I think this is kind of silky and it is of fine quality. And there she is, beautiful colors in there. So we'll give that one a pass and we'll move on to the next. So I decided that I have noticed a trend with, people liking the colored glass. They like the other kind too. And I picked these up and they are amazing and they are green. If you like the color green, they are, where's my paper? There it is. These are Mikasha Domain green wine glasses made in Mexico. It has it right on the bottom, right there, made in Mexico. And there's 4 of them. And I'll start these at, I will start these at 12 as well because they are vintage. They are collectible. They are vintage as well. And like I said, I tried to go to the colored glass a little bit just to make it interesting. And you're getting 4 of these in pristine condition. And I think they're hand blown. I mean, these are hand blown. And as you can see, you will see those that's not a crack or a chip. That is actually inside that glass. And they're all in really good condition. They're about, approximately almost, it's past 8.5 inches tall. So it's a big one, but they are very beautiful and very elegant. Beautiful green glass. And because of the hand blown, you do have this tiny imperfection right there because they are hand blown. Hey, Al, welcome in. Good to see you. But they are very, very elegant. If entertaining is your thing, then this is what you would probably want. You don't want any more than 4 because if the party gets that big, there might be trouble. No, I'm kidding. But it is beautiful, beautiful green glass. And I do have 4 of them. We will give it just a few minutes to see if, because I know there's a lag sometimes. Yeah, they're really pretty, Nikki. They've got that, they're hand blown. They're not a cookie cutter type of something that they just, so. And they are Mikasha's. Well, I didn't know Mikasha made that stuff like this. Okay, got your box yesterday, excited to open it, but gotta wait 2 days, keep the glass safe. Oh my goodness. That is smart. Because when I pack something, I do it like I mean it. And, you have to assume those shifts and the weight and what's it going to fall against. Is it going to, you learn a lot. I'm glad you're excited, Al. I really think you will be happy with what was sent to you. So we will pass on these. They will still be available. My email is in the corner. And just let me know something. These are really nice. Put that right there. That broke. So, let's see here. I offered this before, but this is like an art glass. Let me see. Let me do the math here. See what we can do as far as I don't like hanging on to stuff. Okay, let's see. This is the lowest price that I have ever offered this at, and it started out a whole lot higher. So, this is a one-time opportunity, and it is art glass. It does have and I'm going to start it at $25. This is art glass. It's not milk glass. However, it does have that appearance. You do have that on the bottom like that. It's big. It's not no lightweight, that's for sure. And it would make it, if you want to display it, or thank you, Dawn, if you wanted to display that, or it is 12 and a half inches tall, so it's not little. It's beautiful. It's art glass. This is something that you don't, and it's got that ruffle on the top. You look down in it, and it's just really a beautiful, I guess I could imagine this in the springtime or even like midsummer with, what's those flowers? They're real roughly. I've got some right out in my yard and I can't. Amy said, that's pretty too, but I'm out of room in my apartment. Yeah, when you have an apartment, your space is very limited. But yeah, it's a beauty. I don't know why. When I look at the bottom, I think about jelly beans or something. I don't know. Maybe it's my imagination, but there it is. And that's the cheapest that it's ever been offered, ever. So we'll give it just a few minutes while I get a drink of water. Okay, we can go ahead and pass on that and go to the next amazing item. And this one is, look at that. And what you are seeing is imperial glass. And look at that rainbow color in that. It has feet, and there is something right there on the bottom. Maybe it's Imperial Glass's little identification thing. And we'll start this at 12. Vintage Imperial Open Rose Amethyst Carnival Glass Bowl Ruffled Footed Iridescent. This is amazing, guys. It might be little, but I bet you won't walk around the corner and find something like that. Look at how it mirrors all those colors. Isn't that beautiful? Of course, you do have your feet. It is approximately 7.5 inches long, and it is about almost 2.5 inches deep. And the dark side channel saw something she liked, and I don't blame her. Isn't that gorgeous? Man, this is what carnival glass wants to look like when it wakes up in the morning. This is it. So we do have the dark side channel in at that $12 bid. How beautiful is that? Ruffled perfection. Ruffled perfection, no cracks. Always run my hand across. So I see the dark side channel in at that $12 bid. I don't see any other interest, so we're going to start calling this down for Jen. Hey, Jeffrey, welcome in. Are you feeling better, sweetheart? I wake up like I spent the night at a carnival. I hope you're doing okay, Jeffrey, and welcome in, sweetie. We have already went once. That's Rebecca said she wants to look like that in the morning. Going twice. What a beautiful piece. Final and last call. That is stunning. Not because I picked it up or I chose it, because it is. Fair warning. That's amazing. And we are sold to the dark side channel, Jen, for $12. What a deal. That was a deal. Congratulations, sweetie. I don't think I've ever seen carnival glass that, because it's amethyst. What did I do with that paper? It's amethyst color. If I can talk, it would help. Vintage Imperial Open Rose Amethyst Carnival Glass Bowl, ruffle-footed iridescence. Jen, if you want me to, I will include this in the description and with your piece so that you don't have to second guess what it is. Yes, it was, because I tell you, if I ever find anything, you're welcome, sweetie. If I ever find anything like that again, I'll grab it so fast. Yes, honey, I sure will. They won't even, it'll just be a streak they see. Good to see you, Jeffrey, and you welcome in, sweetie. I will include that, and it's always good to have that information readily available when you're, and I sure will. I will attach it right to it, and you'll get that as well. Thank you again, sweetheart. All right. I have something, and I know these match. The patterning around, and it is stainless steel, I believe. And it is old, old, old. We'll put that over there. Let me get my all-seeing eye out here. Are you putting my hat in the basket? I think I'm looking at that hat right now. And this is, and I wrote it down, hang on, stainless steel for sure. And I just kind of wiped it off, guys. It will be up to you if you want to do anything further to it. It's got 18-8. And I'll bring it up so you can see. I think it's maybe a small sugar bowl. And we're going to start this at 12 too. There is that pattern in that. It does have a lid. The inside is pretty nice. There are no dings or bings or whatever you want to call it. There is the underside. This is stainless steel. And as you will see, it does match because the pattern is followed through, as you can see. And you get the tray too. The tray is not as fanciful, as I call it. And this is Cordova stainless steel, Cordova 1969. There you have it. That's the company right there. The dark side's in for 12. She sees potential. I'll give you a measurement on the tray as well, so you'll know exactly what. This is coming in at over 10.5 inches long. It is a beautiful set from a company that you don't hear much about anymore. I never heard of it, period. So, dark side channel is in for 12. There's no, usually you'll get a ding or a scratch or something or an indentation, but this is perfect. So I don't see any other interest in this. Here's the tip of that. So we're going to start calling this down for the dark side channel. And good, of course, I wiped it off with, I had a little bit of Windex on a paper towel. I was cleaning things and I just wiped it over. I didn't do anything major to it. I figured whoever bought it would have that privilege. So we're going to go once to the dark side channel for that $12 bid. We're going to go twice to the dark side channel, Jen, for $12. We're going to go final and last call. Yeah, isn't that handle amazing? And it looks like we are sold to the dark side channel for $12. Congratulations. I don't even know. Does anyone know when this company was founded? Cordova 1969. You're welcome, sweetie. You know, sometimes it's all in the name. Let's see. Congratulations, sweetie. That's really old there. It is an older piece, that's for sure. So, now what else do we have that? Hang on a minute. Let me turn the chair. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just looking for something. Aha. Oh my goodness. We'd be falling a gold mine. Okay. What is that? I heard something. I hope that was a bead in there. Oh Lord, another stash. Well, I might as well get this out too, guys, because it's got to go too. Gotta line them up, you know. Ah, there's the lid to that beauty. Now, where'd that go? That thing is old. We'll find it. Now, I know I've got more than 3 of those. Now, where's the rest? Lord have mercy. I don't want to put it near my heater. There we go. There's another one. Now, where's my other 3 glasses? We're going to be bringing it big, guys. Bringing it big. Now, if that's not insane, I can't find it. Oh, I had 6 of those. Now, where'd they go? Okay. Those will have to be another time. I know I'm going to live at least another week or two. No, I'm kidding you. Okay, now we're getting into the really vintage stuff. And this is one of them. Let me go back into my notes and see. I didn't erase it. All right, let's go into the gallery. Come on now. All right, let's go back. But I know that for a fact that this is... Sometimes I get in my phone and start deleting like a crazy lady. I'm going to make another picture. Let's see. This is an oldie but a goodie. Let me set it to where I can get a good picture. And thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see. Maybe like that. It's good to get a good shot of something so it can be identified by Mr. Google. All right. Oh, for Pete's sake. Hang on. Somehow I lost the picture. Camera. Let's go back in, touch it up again. Let's see here. Grab the picture, Google search. Let me get it to where it's going to get this whole thing. There we go. Alrighty then. I did find it. This is depression glass, and boy, is it old. Look at those handles on that. Look at that on the bottom. And that's etched in there. Let me see what else they have to say about it. Polka dots and 2 handles. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see. It's vintage, unmarked. I think this is a really old one. I don't know what you'd really call it. I really don't know. We'll start this at 8. It is really old. I think it does. I'm not for sure on the date. But just look at that. It is depression glass. There's your bottom. It's just, you can tell by looking at it, they didn't make this just yesterday, right? There you have your lines around it. It's an older piece. There's that part of it. Man, they went all out on that. I'll give you a measurement on it. It's crystal. Listen to that. It's crystal too. I don't know if depression glass was made of crystal or what. So it's 6.5 inches deep. It is 2.5 inches deep, and what did I say? About 6.5 across. It's really amazing. It's old, etched very finely right there. Just a beautiful representation of years gone by. very scalloped. So, okay, we're going to do a price drop on this. Whomever put $6 in the chat right now will be the proud new owner of this old piece. I'm not for sure what it is or what it's used for. Anyway, there's your bottom. I do know that it is vintage. There's your etching right there. Just has an amazing detail was taken in consideration in this, but it is pretty. Would be a nice, I don't know, maybe I'll find more pieces similar and we can sell it as maybe a set. So there's that. There's your bottom. So we'll put that over there and move to this. And I'm not for sure. I'll have to take a quick picture of this. But do you like peach glass? Kind of peachy colored. Because I'm going to sell these together. Well, for peace sake. Oh my goodness. Talk about a stubborn sticker. So I'm going to show it to you. Look at that beautiful color. And not only do I have, hang on a minute. Did they put that on with super glue or what? Look what else I have. I believe we do have a matching set. I'm going to make a quick picture of these to see exactly what we have. I mean, I guess I'm not for sure, but they both match. Make a quick picture. Let me go back in and see. That is such a beautiful color. It's like a peachy. I know it's old. I can kind of tell by the bottom of the bowl there. Okay. So we're about to find out just how old that is. So it's vintage Indiana glass. But then I'm seeing a different description: Depression glass, Federal glass, and Windsor. Holy cats. Is that the same one? So it's Depression glass, Federal glass. I guess it's Indiana glass, Windsor pink, peach dish. Man. It says Depression glass dish by Federal Glass. Pattern is Windsor in pink. Pattern also known as peach ballard or cane and button. Can be used as a candy dish. No chips or cracks. So let's see here. So I am going to sell these as a set because I think they belong together. So we're going to sell both pieces for $8 for both. And this is what it looks like together. It's like a peachy pink color. Hey, Todd, welcome in. Thank you, Todd. Look at the color of that glass. Does that not make your heart go pitter patter? Isn't that beautiful? I'm tempted to take that down. And welcome, Todd. I'm glad you stopped in. Thank you so much. And there you have it. Beautiful. A beautiful set together or separate, whatever you may want to do. But the color is amazing. I'm trying to kind of branch out to the colors. I think that's beautiful. And we'll start both of them for $8. Vintage glass, a twofer. So there you have it. Beautiful peachy pink color. I gotta get something to drink here, guys. The more I talk, the more dry my mouth gets. So I don't see any interest in this. If anyone is watching after the fact and maybe someone has this color and they like to collect it, I would love to find some other pieces of this. So we will pass on that one. Put it where it won't get kabonged. And so next up, I found this downstairs. It's not marked Japan, but look how beautiful that is. That is not hand painted. That's more than likely a decal. You have extreme crazing on that because it's old. And I will start this one at $6. It has that beautiful peacock on it right there. I can get the light to cooperate. And it is approximately we're looking at about 10.5 inches tall. It is a vase. It is not marked anything on the bottom. I was trying to clean that nasty sticker off, and I'm surprised this is not marked. I don't know if this is a repop. There are some condition issues along the top there where the gold firing has wore off. But all in all, it's a pretty little piece. It's old and it's lots of crazing. So there we have it. Crazing City. I know a lot of people like to collect this Chinese, Japanese type things. But there you have your beautiful peacock right there. I think a peacock is one of the most beautiful birds in nature. You know, it's just got there's all different kinds of them in different colors, and they're just beautiful birds. So we will pass on that one. Moving on. See, I have, what do I do with it? I have a gold tone lot here. And there are some Napier pieces in there. I'll show you what's in it. And there's several pieces. Let me dump them out. I put this together. We're going to start this at $5, and that's insane. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hey, Francine. Thank you, Francine. Good to see you. First off, we're going to start, of course, we're going to start it off at 5. We have this beautiful, if it'll behave. Isn't that pretty? With the little shell. It is clean as a pin. It is gold tone. Here's the back of it right there. There's that necklace. You will get this cable bracelet right here with that. Like that. And that like that. You will get a pair of gold tone hoop earrings as well. You will get another gold tone pair of earrings like that. You will get these direct from 1970 earrings, and they are post back, pretty good size. Then I was thinking that was a Napier. You will get this Napier, whatever. It is a gold tone necklace. If I can get it out of the bag. It does have some length to it. It is in immaculate condition. Let me put something here. It is a Napier, and it is in really good shape. There's that, and then you got this wild pair of earrings. Rebecca, she'd go nuts if she saw these. There's your big pair of earrings. And you're going to get all that fun starting at $5. And that's, to me, is a really good price. Let's put this back in there. And it's all cleaned, all sealed up in its little container. And there's this necklace here. If you like something a little different, this is marked as well. What's it called? Turn the light, put some light on the subject. It's a casual corner, and then it drops down into that. The cord is clean and not frayed at all. So you have that one. Man, that's cheap for 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a good price. And I know, as you know, we all get our share of jewelry, I'm sure. So you get the whole, and I was going to put it at 10, but I thought, no. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a bracelet to just for the heck of it. So that is a gold tone lot. I lowered it. So there's that. And I lowered the price. So we're going to mark a big X through it. We'll do it later. It's not cooperating. Okay, next up for your glass loving pleasure, we have this one. How beautiful is that? It's like it looks blue in the camera, but it's like a blue-green, really. And I think I did take a picture of that, and we'll find out what the deal is here. Let's see. But it's a grape and leaf motif, and let me find out exactly. There it is. Imagine that, something actually working out for once. Let's see. Let me have it zoom in a little bit here. There we go. So, let's see. These come at a premium. Okay, so this is really beautiful in person, guys. Really beautiful. What we have is a vintage blue grapes and leaves depression glass candy dish is what we have. So let me think here. I will do $7 on this. I hope I'm not making a mistake. What did I pay for this? We better do $8. Hey, Black Widow, welcome in. And it is vintage glass. And if you would see this in person, it is beautiful. There's your inside right there. There's your bottom. And the Black Widow's web says 8. I think that's a deal, and it is depression glass, and it is the most beautiful blue. It's like a blue green. So we have the Black Widow channel in at that $8 bid. This is an amazing piece. I'll give you a measurement across. And welcome in, Black Widow. Thank you for coming in. And it's a 4.5 inches across and approximately almost 4.5 deep. And there we have it. Could be a spooner or celery base. Oh, this is the light is on this, but it is beautiful and it does need to be cleaned up. So I guess we're going to start calling it down for the Black Widow. We're going to go once to Black Widow for that $8 bid. Going twice. It's a beauty. Final and last call. And we are sold to the Black Widow channel for that $8 bid. Thank you so much. It's beautiful. I mean, it looks, I don't know, it looks different in every light. And congratulations. Alrighty then. Let's see. $8. There you go. Hey, Angel. Oh, thank you so much. Black Widow, she's coming in for the kill. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what I did with my other. Okay, there's the lid to that. We'll just swing this on up here. Now this is an old one. So look what we have here after I scrape this darn. This will have to be washed definitely. Look at this, guys. This, I took a picture of it. I may have to refresh my memory. It's like maybe a compote with a lid. Maybe this was the really, really old one. Let me take a quick, hey, Southern Belle, welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you. Let me go in here and just avoid the circumstance and make a quick picture. Let's do it this way. Yeah, Black Widow, can always use glass because I know a lot of people like it, And I just happen to have the opportunity to be in the right place at the right time. And hey, Bobby B, welcome in. Okay, Bobby B, coconut oil. I didn't know that. That way it's like a solvent type thing, I bet. Welcome in, sweetie. Good to see you. Let's see what Google has to say. It always has something to say. We know that. Alrighty then. Make sure that I've got the right one. It's a footed compote candy dish with lid. Okay, let's see what we know. The brand is Simplicity at its finest. So it doesn't have a lot of little doodads on it. Is the name of it. And it's 8x5. The weight of it is 1 pound and 13 ounces. So let me take a look here. Holy cow, it must be really simplicity at its finest. We will start this. It doesn't say anything about it being vintage, but it looks like it to me. Let me go back and try to investigate a little more here. No, vegetarian dish pedestal. That's it too. I like to be kind of vintage. Yeah, it's vintage. Crystal clear candy dish. Vintage crystal clear candy dish with lid. Huh. Okay, so I think we're gonna start this at let's start this at 8 as well. There you have the beautiful it's simplistic right there. And there's the inside of it. It does come complete with the lid like that. Man, does it need a bath, and I will give it one. Let me give you a height measurement on it. From the bottom of the pedestal up to about, it's almost 7.5 inches tall. So measuring on the inside, we're looking at 3.5 inches deep. It is a candy dish. It is vintage. I mean, it's not the fanciest kid on the block, but it is old. There's no chips or cracks whatsoever. Fits very securely on there. There's what it looks like. Very different, very vintage piece there. While you're thinking, I'm going to take a drink and I'm going to pull out the big guns. Pow. But, so there we have it. So there it is. I know that a lot of people collect these candy dishes per se. So we will move it over here and we are going to bring out something that I think is pretty amazing. Of course, don't we all think our things are amazing to start with? Oh, okay. Bath bombs. Isn't that a great idea? Thank you. 8 inches tall. And this is the most beautiful bud vase, one single rose that you will ever see. And let me go back and look. But I'll show you. I think we have a very vintage piece on our hands. I'm thinking Tiffin, and I think I'm right. I'm not right all the time, just part of the time. Thank you, Southern Belle. Okay, let's go into the gallery. Yeah, everyone wants to be a, my husband, his life was almost cut short. Let me go into this. A piece of ice flew off of a trailer. It was 2 a.m. in the morning, and a piece of it slammed right on the passenger side windshield and just shattered it. It was a UPS driver, and he was speeding, mind you. And my husband, when something like that happens and you hear that racket, I'm just glad it didn't come through the hit on his side because it caused an accident, and he didn't have time to get the trailer number. He was probably so shook up that, you're driving along at night and boom, his windshield has to be replaced. I tell you, the last time something flew out of a car on me, I chased him down the expressway And I got him. I said, "How dare you?" I was blowing my horn going down the expressway and going like that, and he thought I was playing. So he got off at the exit, and I was right behind him. And I was mad. I said, "Something blew off of your." He was carrying heavy equipment. It was a piece of corkboard, and it skipped across the. I was driving a truck, and it not a semi, but a truck, and it skipped across and went up over the cab. And I called the police and got the report, and the cop addressed it. You know, I got his tag number. He thought he was slick, see, but I done had him. So if you ain't gonna stop, and I'm still gonna call the police. And it only scuffed it, but what if that would have come in where the driver's side on that and blocked my vision? You know, people need to be careful when they are driving and make sure stuff don't fly out and really cause an accident. So let's see. I think this is Tiffin. Where's that? So I gave the cop went to the place where it was a die tool cut machine place, and he said, "Well, she yelled at me." And he goes, "I don't think it came out of there." He goes, "I think it did, and you're paying for it." Oh yes, Bobby, you got that right. But this is Tiffin for sure, and it's got some age on it. And I chased him down the expressway, and he got off the exit. I was right behind him, and I already thought, "Okay, buddy." I had a pen and a paper, and I wrote his tag number down. I said, "You want to play it like that?" And he said, "I was yelling at him. You darn right I was, for one thing. That could have obstructed my vision. Number two, he needs to pay attention on what's going on behind him. He wasn't going to run one on me. I don't play like that." I could have been taken out of this world at an early age. I was probably in my early 30s. I was much too young to go. So this is vintage. We're going to start this. Let me move it in a little bit closer so you can see some of the finer detail. Oh, yeah. We're going to start this at $8 too. And you're saying, "Well, why would she start something that only holds one single rose?" Because it's Tiffin. Excuse me. And Rebecca said, "I can see the potential in that vase, but it's so beautiful." So we have Miss Rebecca in at that $8 bid for this beautiful, outstanding, old Tiffin glass. Look at that. So we do have that $8 bid in the chat, and it's etched as well. But what a beautiful statement that this makes. I mean, it's very small. You know, it is tall. But how beautiful is that? So I don't see any other interest. If there is interest, would be time to come in right now. So we're going to go once to Rebecca for that $8 bid. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, sweetheart. So we have Chris coming in at 10, and Rebecca came back at 12. It is a beauty. It is Tiffin. You know, Tiffin Glass Company went through a lot of changes since its development. There was wheeling and dealing and tornadoes and swapping hands and horse trading. Rebecca said 16. It's just a beautiful, I don't know, there's something very elegant about it. kind of like a standout piece. And Chris is out, so we have Rebecca at 16. Chris, thank you for your bids and welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you. So we're going to start calling this down for Rebecca for that $16 bid. So we're going to go once to Rebecca. Twice to Rebecca. What a beautiful little, just so simplistic, but so beautiful at the same time. Going twice. Final and last call. And we are sold to Rebecca for that $16 bid. Congratulations, sweetie. And this is Tiffin Glass. Congratulations. It's very simple. Well, not really. It's pretty decked out. Congratulations, Rebecca. That is something special. That's Tiffin. You're welcome, sweetheart. Rebecca she come in with the intent. She wants to build her glass collection, and I don't blame her. What's that back there? Aha. Here comes another piece right at you, right from the... So anyone that was watching me, I'll show it to you and I'll get you a better description on, when I come back from the thrift shop, we have that little bird. Let's see. Lead crystal. And and this was one of the finds, and it is older. And I think it's maybe related to something that Rebecca already bought earlier. Just saying. So. Isn't that glorious? Just take a gander at that. Isn't that beautiful? Move it in and lead crystal. So let me go into my archives of pictures here. And it looks like a bird with his beak open, probably singing, I bet. Let me take a look here. Let's see. Back it up, back it up. I would just really love to know where my other glasses went. I will find them. Aha. Honey, that's a bird. See, it's got its little mouth open. It kind of resembles a rooster, but I'm not for sure, Chris. Well, it doesn't, because it doesn't have that red thing protruding from the bottom of his beak or a comb at the top like most roosters have. But it is beautiful. Thank you. All righty then. Uh-oh. So, my nose is itching. I hope company's not coming. So what we have here is a vintage from the European collection, crystal etched bird vase by Action Industries. It is lead crystal. I think my husband got off home early from work. I hear his vehicle out there. So it is lead crystal. Let's see what else it's going to tell us. Vintage European collection. Ooh, that's fancy. Fancy smancy. So we are going to start this one at $10. It is etched. It's well, not etched, but it has that beautiful bird pattern on it. It is vintage. I'll give you a measurement on it. It is approximately just a hair over 7 inches, and it is about a little over 6.5 inches. And Rebecca said 10. I know she was waiting on that. Rebecca said, "How dare you?" And guess what, Rebecca? Guess what was on top of it? She's like, "Okay, do not tempt me." So we have Rebecca in at that $10 bid. What a beautiful lead crystal piece. She is well on her way to her vintage collection. There's the inside of it right there. And I have coffee coming. A few snacks there. Let me grab that. I know it's hot. There we go. Thanks. And so we still have Rebecca in at that $10 bid. If we do not see any other interest in this beautiful European lead crystal piece, we're going to start calling her down. Hey, Selena, welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. So we're going to go once to Rebecca for that $10 bid. If anyone else is interested, would be the time to put that in there. We're going to go twice to Rebecca. We'll move him in so you can see him. He's got his little mouth open. How cute. Going twice to Rebecca for that $10 bid. Final and fair warning. Okay, Selena, we'll be here. And this is sold to Rebecca for that $10 bid. And congratulations. That is beautiful. Let's see. Congratulations. That's a really pretty piece. There you go. I know she had her eye on that. So that is sold to Rebecca. Congratulations. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to offer this one last time, and I'm lowering the price again. Did you guys hear that? Okay, this is art glass, this vase. I'm going to lower this to $20. $5 off what I offered it before. Look at that. That is an art glass vase. That is not a small one by any means. I mean, you got a lot going on here. If you like art glass, I think this is, let's get a running measurement. 13.5 inches tall. Hello. This is the cheapest that I'm going to offer. It would be that $20 bid. And look at the glass, the clear glass on the bottom, and you tip it up. And it reminds me of jelly beans for some reason. It is not by any means small. It is that big. Beautiful ruffled appearance to the top of that. There's that right there, looking down into the bottom. Yeah, it would. And also, what's those flowers? Irises would be beautiful in this. You know, when they start blooming, they have those little ruffly leaves. I got an iris from my brother-in-law. It was white with a blue trim. And as we know, they crossbreed those to get those colors. Laura said now she wants jelly beans. And mine ended up purple, or it was white with a purple edge, because they crossbreed these breeds with another, like plant them in the vicinity of where the other one is, and it crosses in there. But that's beautiful. So let me get a drink of coffee. And they get these special, and then when I moved it, when it was moved from where it turned out white with purple edges. So I was thinking, oh man, I wanted the one that had the blue edges around it. And I think that came from my mother-in-law's garden. And I mean, it was probably there for years. And then my brother-in-law got it. And then it did as it did in her yard. And when I got it, it didn't do it, if that makes any sense. If that makes any sense. Let's put this over here. So, oh man, that's heavy. Oh no, I forgot I had to put that bowl in there. So, coming at you next is another vintage marvel right there. How beautiful is that? My jelly bean crossed the rainbow. Bridge Monday. I'm sorry, Chris. He was a little Yorkie. All the jelly bean talk is maybe a God wink to me that he's okay. Oh, Chris, I'm sorry you lost your little doggy. I know how that really affects you. I remember I had a toy poodle, and he was 15, and it's like I went into work and someone asked me if I was okay, and I just broke down. I said I lost my Midnight. He was a toy poodle. He was 15 years old, but it just kills you. You know, they become so much of a part of your life, and then all of a sudden they're gone, and it really, really hurts, you know. They're like little family members, and when you lose them, it really, really stings. They're 8.5 inches wide, and a little over 5.5 inches deep. We gotta move this stuff. So we're gonna start this at $10. Is she crazy? I might be, but at least I'll be crazy and not have as much, right? Isn't that now, buddy? That is quite the that's cheap, guys. I'm almost giving that away. And listen, you know what that is? That means lead crystal. So let me take a picture of it so I can get you the particulars on it. Hey, Minnie. Welcome in, sweetheart. Good to see you, hon. So let's take a look here. Let me arrow that picture. It is got like frosted glass. It is amazing. And I'm sure, as they say, there's a lot of meat on the bone. If someone wanted to resell it, I'm almost sure of it. Okay, let's see what we have here. I'd like to get that I love that. Seems like I have a nose for vintage glass. So here's what we're looking. Oh, Lord. Don't tell me that's what it is. Let's take a look here. It is a crystal bowl, frosted leaf crystal bowl, Lavalette 2 crystal clear. And it's a serving bowl. Oh, wow. Did you get that? Or Lavalette? That sounds like a French word to me, but isn't it beautiful? So there you have the inner makings of that bowl. A clear bottom. It does have weight to it. Then you have your little things right there. It's a beautiful lead crystal. And I could just imagine what that would go for elsewhere. But it is a beauty. That would be pretty with fruit in it or just sitting around looking pretty, right? But that is amazing. I like the way it's shaped. I thought it was Mikasha, but it's not. It's something totally different. So there we have it right there. Very beautiful. Make a beautiful presentation. Welcome back, Selena. Black Widow said 10. I know what she's got. She got plans for that. So we have the Black Widow channel, and it does have some considerable weight to it. At that $10 bid, it is gorgeous. Thought I was going to drop it, didn't you? But I didn't. So I do not see any other bids in the chat. So if you're thinking about it or you think you like it and it would be something you would want, time to come in now. So we will. Got bad news with Rylan. Please continue to pray for him. Yeah, Selena's grandson, Rylan, has had problems with his kidney since he was a baby. And he's having problems. And I think he was doing dialysis. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. And just pray for, and let's say prayers for that little guy, because he's gone through so much, and he's only, was he 2 or 3 years old? And let's keep him in our prayers. There's nothing more, when you're a mother or a grandmother and one of those little ones are sick, it's just, you just can't help but worry. But Selena, we will pray for Rylan. And I'm glad you came in. Maybe this is something, a good distraction from what you may be going through. And we're just glad to see you, Selena. Welcome in. So we're going to go ahead and call this down for Black Widow because I see no other bids in the chat. So we're going to go once to Black Widow. This is heavy for that $10 bid. Going twice to Black Widow for this beautiful lead crystal bowl. Final and last call. This is amazing. And we are sold to Black Widow. Congratulations. Thank you, Amy. Congratulations. Sold. Okay. His kidneys rejected his infection in his blood. He has another surgery in the morning. They're putting a PICC line in his heart and in his chest and a tube in his kidney to drain fluid. Oh my goodness. And guys, he's just a baby. It's just so, the things that, I know that little boy has been fighting since the day he was born, It's so sad. Oh, yeah, it was heavy. It's so sad that these little ones, go through these things. It's heartbreaking because there's that little body there that's going through so much that, okay, Laura, it's going through so much, and it's just really, you just have to keep the faith and pray about it. And, that's all you can do, at a point like this. But the little guy has just been through so much. It's just really, really kind of kind of hurts your heart a little bit. And I'm sure Selena is really needs support right now. And Selena, I'm glad you're here. And they are pumping his blood out, and another machine is putting new blood. He's 10. He had a kidney transplant when he was 2. Okay, I got my numbers mixed up. We're praying for him, Selena, that he's still a little, he's still a child, but we will be praying for that little guy. He's been through some rough times, and we will definitely be praying for him. And well, for a little fella to make it this long with everything he's been through, God has been there. He would have had to have. Sometimes we go through things and we really don't know what, we're like, God, this is a little boy. What? But you have to, sometimes we can't, children are born and they have different things wrong. And I think this is one time when God really tests people's faith. He really does. And I really hate to hear that, but we'll be praying for him. It makes me emotional to think about it. You're welcome, Selena. Thank you so much. He has to be still for 7 days. I'm thinking they're putting him asleep the whole time. Oh, I know we love these little fellas and these little fur fellas, and Okay, here we go. Here we go again. Mercy. As if we didn't have something heavy before and add to it now. Yes, Chris, absolutely. You never know when everything's going wrong, and it's such a scary time in our life. And we have to hang on to the promises of God, because I tell you, I don't know what the world would be like without God. Yeah, that is so true. Yeah, you're right, Chris, because after all, He created the earth and everything in it. And sometimes we just, like the saying goes, you have to let go and let God, because none of us know what's going to happen from day to day, and we have to have faith. And it's really hard, because a lot of times people have a hard time in believing what they can't see or touch physically. So that faith really has to come into play, because he asked the doctor if he was going to die. Was going to die. He started to cry. Stevie said, we lost his sister in June. Yes, Selena lost a little grandbaby. She said, no, baby, you're not going to die. We always say BIBLE stands for basic instructions before leaving the earth. Yeah, it's, and with Selena and everything that happened, and losing her little granddaughter, and everything, with her grandson, she has to have the faith, a lot of faith. That's not to say that she's not hurting, she's not scared, or anything like that. And I'm sure she is. It's really so see, that's where your friends come in, that you can come, even in YouTube in a chat, and feel comfort from the people that are praying for, for whatever's going on. And I tell you, Selena, if nothing else, it certainly makes a person stronger. But after a while, you begin to wonder, God, how much more, And that's when our questions come in and we really can't. I heard a long time new song, bought a sweatshirt that says faith over fear. Oh, I was in shock. I've been there. There are a lot of emotions, but I know the Lord will see us through this. Yes, hey, Tracy, sweetie, welcome in. I know, and it just seems like, you know, that, like, Selena said, it's all in God's hands. We have the sick child, and he's been through the mill. And I think sometimes our suffering's not for nothing. I do think that in everything there's a lesson, and I tell you, yeah, Rylan is a fighter and has an amazing outlook, and that's really what helps people, because when people get to the point, be it a child or an adult, and we give up and say, "Oh, forget about it," that's when, if we're sick, we're not going to last long because we've already made our mind up. 36 surgery. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my goodness, that poor little boy. Mm, my goodness. We just don't know what, that's why it's so good to be good to one another, respect one another, because we don't know when our last day on this earth's going to be. And to know that we were loving when we needed to be, kind when we needed to be, that you just know we are not guaranteed anything. We're not. And we have to live for today and not worry about tomorrow, because God does have, like I said, He created the earth and everything in it. And we just have to calm down. And how hard is that? We're human, we have emotions, and that's when that faith comes in, and that's when it's extremely hard, guys. It really is. We have it. Look at this one next, and it is heavy too. And why? Because it's lead crystal. That's why. Look at this beauty. Look at how it's cut. I know it's lead crystal, and it is vintage. Here's the bottom of it. And let's take a quick picture. And Chris says, without suffering, we would have no comparison and put our faith in the Lord. That's true. Sometimes with faith, you're going to suffer sooner or later. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted. I've been climbing to this since my sweetheart passed away. I just got off the phone with United States Postal System because his ashes didn't arrive. Sorry for your pain. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I'm sorry, Tracy, and we'll be praying for you, because that is hard. When you lose someone you love, it's just like someone, part of you went with them. And the thing of it is you'll always have the love that you had when that person was still on earth. It's still there, and sometimes the only thing that can get you through this is when you focus on the good things, the happy times that you spent together. And it's hard, you miss that person, they're not there, and and prayers for Tracy as well. I'm sorry, honey. And Bobby said, if that piece of wood flying off the truck didn't get Miss Gina, then I have hope. No, it went up over the cab. And see, Guys, that's when God was there, because by all laws of nature, that should have come right and blocked my vision, but it went over the top. And buddy, I chased his old hide till he got off an exit, and I was right behind him. He probably thought, Lord have mercy, that woman's got an awful temper. Well, yeah, when you're in the face of you think you could have died, yeah, you're going to be upset. I don't believe in coincidences. He brought us all here together tonight for us to pray for each other. Right, Chris? That is totally right. And we all need prayer. We all, as long as we are on this earth, we're going to experience things. And, if you can go and talk to someone, that, and they can give you support, that really helps a lot, because, there's people out there that don't have a support system, that wander aimlessly through life and just don't really know what to do. Right. Tracy says, I will always love him. I don't have much faith in United States Postal Service. This was supposed to be redelivered today, but their system is crazy, just ridiculous. And Bobby B said, Grandma always said kindness is free. I mean, Tracy, did you tell them what you were waiting on? Sometimes we get emotional and we don't want to say it and stuff like that. And so let's go ahead and I'll show you this beautiful bowl. So this is indeed lead crystal. I'll give you a measurement across the top. Man, these wouldn't last long, would they? Let's see. We're looking at 9.5 inches across and about 5.5 inches deep. This is a little larger than the other one, so we're going to up this to $12. And I got emotional there and distracted. I will take a picture. Couldn't you imagine the light beaming off of that? Look at that. Boom. Rebecca said 12, but I want to give Rebecca more information because I think she's worth it. Don't you guys think Rebecca's worth that information? I can be a very sensitive person. I can be a jokester, all in the same thing. That's just me, I guess. Oh man, is that beautiful. Come on, phone. Rebecca, she's starting her collection. You just don't see pieces like this anymore. This is not a cookie cutter type of bowl. You just don't see the magnificence of this stuff. Uh-oh. Mercy. Listen to this, Rebecca. It is a crystal bowl, J.G. Duran Calliope, Calliope, France. Oh my goodness. You just fell into a gold mine. Let's see here. This exquisite bowl by J.G. Durand is a stunning addition to any collection. Made in France, it boasts a vintage design that is perfect for all occasions. The glossy finish and clear color highlight the intricate shape, which is round and perfect for display. So this is nice. And now, Rebecca, this is heavy. So if you get a second shipment, don't wonder why. So Rebecca is in for that $12 bid. The way it's cut, it's so reflective. The least bit of light passing through that really is something. Okay, I sure will, sweetheart. I have the tracking number and the item number, but it wasn't getting through to all their automated crapola. Hopefully, the woman that I spoke with has it handled. I hope so too, Tracy. My decor is coastal, so clear and blue glass matches everything. So we have Rebecca in at that $12 bid. Thank you, Tracy. And I don't see any other interest. Oh, yeah, it would, wouldn't it, though? Looks like a kaleidoscope. Look how you turn. So we're going to go once to Rebecca for that $12 bid. Going twice to Rebecca for $12. It's a beauty. Final and last call. I'll let Laura get caught up with me there. I didn't want to go too fast. Final and last call, fair warning. And it looks like Rebecca will be the owner of this beautiful kaleidoscope, as I call it, bowl. Congratulations, sweetie. It's beautiful. All right. And thank you guys for being here. And thank you guys for feeling like that you could come in and talk about things that are near and dear to your heart, that you just need somebody to talk to. And it's always good. And I thank you for feeling safe to come in and, you know what I mean. Because there's no judgment here, and I know nothing. I know here it's like this because I don't discuss things that are hurtful to other people. It's just not worth it hurting someone. And okay, guys, we have another old one. You're welcome. Get me another drink. Guys, I look at it like this. When you have someone's trust, you have everything. Trust is really hard to come by. And once you find it, better hang on to it, because I'm telling you, in a lot of case scenarios, sometimes it don't exist. So let's see. Okay, let's take a look. Here's what we're looking at. That pretty? That pretty? Let's look that up. There's one a lot like it, but it's pink. So we're just going to go with that one. Why do they keep... That's not what I'm looking at. Don't you just love it when you press something and goes to something totally off the wall and you're not even looking for it? That's a relish? I guess so. Whoops. That's not it either. I was getting ready to give a spiel and it was about the wrong thing. Where's it at? There. This is a ceramic divided 3-section relish candy condiment dish. Of course, this is not pink, it's blue, floral vintage. I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff, and I'm going to put this at, and it does have a little bit, just don't crush my head. It does have a little bit of issue to it. See right there where there's some of that missing. So I'm just going to mark this down to $6 because it's been here for a while and it really needs to go. But if this is your vibe and you like this, now's the time. It is not marked anything on the bottom. And what is that? It's not marked anything on the bottom. It is very pretty. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at the swirls and just like magic. It's an oldie but a goodie. I think it would be pretty even as a little when you take your jewelry off. Just so you've got 3 dividers, one for your rings, one for your bracelet and your necklace. And I thought it was pretty. I've had it for a while. It's in real good shape. Beautiful piece. So there we have it. In that baby blue and that gold tone trimmed rose right there. Let me move it in. Sometimes things don't show on the camera. And the dark side channel said, I like that. So there we have it. I'll tell you, just for to be punctual and factual, it is about 2 or 3 marks over 10 inches. It's really pretty. So I don't see another interest. So we're going to start calling this down for the dark side channel, Jen. So we're going to go once. As you can see, there are some condition issues to it because of its age. And we're going to go twice. Final and last call. Very beautiful little doodad. There is a gold trim on these roses. You just can't see it. Fair warning. And we are sold to Miss Jen for $6. Congratulations. That's an oldie but a goodie. Let's see. Congratulations. I'm not going to sing. You guys wouldn't want that. I promise you that. Let's see. What else? I got a lot of stuff here. You ever have so much stuff that you can't even... Let's go ahead and bring these out. Maybe I haven't shown those in quite some time. Let me go over here and get something off of this shelf. And as I move something off the shelf, I find something else. All right. I have these, of course, they're decanters. And this one's quite heavy. And this is Old Forester. And it's an old one, though. And look at that beautiful top on that. And I do, if you wanted to remove that, you could. That's up to you. There's your bottom. How beautiful. And I'm just going to sell them together because I'm not going to excuse that word. Ain't is not really. So we're coming in at, this one is about 10.5 inches tall. And the smaller one is around 10. So let me tab. Oh my goodness, what's that? Oh, I got it. So as you can see, they are very fancy for what they are. And this one's heavy. And then here's a close-up of the little. So we're going to do this as a together thing. Let me think. Let's see here. Let's do $8 for both of them. Bobby says, "Oh, pretty makes me want to write a letter and cast it into the sea." Both of them. As you can see, that probably wasn't no cheap drink right there, not with the top of it like that. Probably a collector's bottle if I was to really go out on a limb here. Selena sees something she wants, and so we started with Rebecca at $8. Chris went to 10, and Rebecca went to 14. So you just never know what people are looking at. Selena's at 15, Chris is at 18. Let me read the bottom, guys, and I'll tell you what it says. I know for sure I got Chris's. I sold her an incense burner, but there's writing on the bottom, or is there? It's just, now here we go. There is a long number on the bottom of that. Whoops. So, but I thought that this was probably a special edition, and it's probably older, back when they did things right. So Rebecca said 20. She goes, "I think I like those. They are very classy." Of course, the tape is still on that, but it is heavy. Chris is at 22. Thank you. Thank you. I went into the archives and brought those out, and Rebecca said 25. Let me look down here for something. Well, let's see here. That's tape. So Rebecca is in at that $25 bid. That's the high bid so far. Thank you for remembering those. And Chris is out. And thank you everyone for your bids. I appreciate that. Yeah, this top of this is really Selena said no, 26. Selena, are you a collector? Thank you. Man, you talk about decked out. That is decked out. And this piece is solid and it is heavy. Rebecca said 30. We have collectors amongst us. Okay, Selena is out. Rebecca's in for $30. She is the high bid. Thank you, everyone else, for your bids. So since Selena is out, we're going to go ahead and call this for Rebecca. We're going to go once to Rebecca for that $30 bid. We're going to go twice to Rebecca. Here's Old Forester. Cheers. No, I'm kidding. Going twice. Final and last call. They are pretty. Must have been a special edition that year. And we are sold to Rebecca for $30. Congratulations. Those are fancy, I have to admit. Let me see. There's so many. I mean, I could be up here for days. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca, and thank everyone for their bids on that. And it goes to Rebecca for $30. I must admit, that one's quite impressive right there. And the top of that, I tell you guys, I think the top of this is as heavy as the entire bottle. So let me write set on that. We never know what we will come across in our venture when we're out there in the wild, as they call it. So let me move this over. I do know some people collect those. Dang it, I wish I could find those other glasses. That'll be for another sale. And Rebecca's okay. Rebecca, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for your purchases. I appreciate you. You have a great rest of your night, and I'll catch you later, sweetie. Thank you so much. So next, here's another item I've had for an eternity. Let's see here. Got too much stuff. All right. For those of you who didn't get an opportunity at a vase, let's see, did I miss it? Is asking what your best item is for glass. Yeah, Laura, thank you, because I totally got lost. What I like to collect, or what? Well, I more sell it. I like vintage glass, the Tiffin and the just the really fancy smancy stuff. Anything with complex mellifluory. No, honey, I sure don't. And welcome in, Angelique. I'm sorry if I missed you during my spiel. It's good to see you. No, I don't. Wow, I don't think I would even know what it was if I saw it, possibly. What is fancy to me? Carnival glass. Fenton carnival glass. This beauty went earlier. I love the carnival glass. Let me very carefully look at this one. Have you not ever seen, and this one's already sold, but have you ever seen something so spectacular as that? That's about as carny as you can get. Isn't that beautiful? And that was sold earlier, footed. Isn't that amazing? I like the Fenton Carnival glass as well. I have 80K in glass marbles, 10K in milli, 5 in stainless. I can go on. My goodness, you must be quite the collector, Angelique. Wow, that's quite the collection. I have a mother of pearl table with a similar color. Oh, wow. You must be a very avid glass and antique hunter, I bet. Isn't it always fun to find something that has survived for years through everything? And amazing. Another pearl table with a similar. Oh, this is so. You ought to, this the camera does not do that justice. Do we all know what that is? Well, for one thing, we do know that it is a vase. But what kind of glass is that? My profile is a marble from James Dashback that I won in an auction for 4K. Whoa. Wow. You must travel a lot, Angelique, to be able to get to a lot of these auctions. You know, a lot of people do love this is slag glass. And it is a vase. And I've had it for so long. that needs to go. Look at that swirl and that pattern. Let's see. And it's an oldie but a goodie. See that bottom? So we're going to start this at $7, and that's cheap, really. But you can't keep it all, and it's got to go. It reminds me of a morning glory trumpet. Isn't that neat? And it does have some good height to it. I'll just measure it at a bend right there. 11 inches tall. What? Isn't that beautiful? The way that swirls around like that. Nice. There may be more interest in stuff like this the closer to spring when all the flowers. Yeah. You ever heard of a flower? It's a bush and it's called a moonflower. And it's fairly easy to grow. And what it comes out with its blooms that open just before daybreak, and they are this big and they're white. And then when the sun comes out, they'll close right back up. Yeah. They're hard to, and they're very hardy. I had one. I think I worked on it till I took care of it, but I had one, and they're hard to. Once they get started, and it doesn't take much of a start to get them started, and man, they just burst out and all those. But it's really neat, the phenomenon of that, to know that, right as the morning, they're out, and right as the morning comes, they close up. I had a morning glory that was the most beautiful purple. And you guys ever have problems with these? They're wild morning glories, and they're real little, and they're a pain. So they start out really pretty, and they get these white flowers on them. So I planted my morning glory. Morning glories are amazing and one of my favorites. Yeah, they are. They come in such beautiful colors. So I was all excited for the next season, and a white one, a wild one, I guess, or whatever, mingled into it and turned it white. And I'm like, what? But they're hard to kill. And you can pull them up until you're blue in the face, and oh gosh, they're a pain. And they grow real heavy, and they will trail up on other plants, and they will suffocate them. So you got to keep ahead of them. And how they seed, of course, you guys know there's that little flower, and it contains seeds, and you get wind and stuff, and it just tosses them out amongst everything, and it's just crazy. And finally, my morning glory won, and it's back to purple, real deep purple. All righty then, let's explore here. Let's see, that's not. Here we go again. I think this is a cheese. It's a fancy cheese dish that holds a cheese ball, and yes, she is vintage. The seeds produce, yeah, and they're a pain. Hey, BUDBV, welcome in. Part of Nightshade, and that makes sense. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. There's your fancy smancy cheese ball holder, and I know that's what it is. It kind of reminds me of depression glass, but we will make a picture. There's still people who like to do the fancy stuff here, so Let me make a picture here, but it is a cheese ball, and the glass is not really thick on this. It's not, you know what I'm talking about. It's not real thin to where it's gonna. I've had some new people in tonight. That, I enjoy seeing the regular people and the new people. It's always good to expand your horizons, right? So, mhm. This is Anchor Hawking, is what this is, and it is a cheese where you store your cheese ball. Has a lid to it. Hmm, that's kind of strange. We'll see if we can't get an age on it. It's a beautiful piece. Okay, it's either or either for butter. Back in the day that their butter was not square like ours is. And a lot of people made their butter. So this is let's see, it's not antique. Vintage. This is vintage Anchor Hawking, which obviously has been in business for many years. And I'm going to start this at 6. It is in beautiful vintage condition, very fancy smancy. It's one of those a matter of fact kind of things. There are no chips or cracks on this beautiful piece. Things are very different. Back then, they made their own butter, and the butter was not in sticks like we know it today or in a tub. So, therefore, they had to have something to put it in, and that is vintage Anchor Hawking. A very beautiful piece. I'll give you a measurement on it while I'm thinking about it. With the ruler in the right position. It's coming in almost 6.5 inches. And as you can see, a lot of times a good indicator of age will be something like that on the bottom. I've noticed most vintage pieces do have that on the bottom. And it's just really a beautiful piece. I don't know what else you could use that for. Since the dome in Black Widow says 6, since the dome is not clear, I guess it's meant for a cheese ball or butter. Yeah, you could use it for your bangles or. So I'm seeing Black Widow in for that $6 bid. So seeing no other interest, we'll start calling it down to Black Widow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous piece. Something you would expect to see in one of those households that had a little money, right? So we're going to go once to Black Widow for that $6 bid. We're going to go twice to Black Widow for that $6 bid. Gorgeous piece. Final and last call. And we are sold to Black Widow for $6. That is beautiful and Tammy, sweetheart, we'll need to see an $8 bid, honey, if you're interested. Because Black Widow was already in at 6. It is a gorgeous piece. So if you're interested, we'll need to see an $8 bid. So there we have it. It's just it needs a bath, but you guys know I'll take care of that. Because, they have this thing called a sticker that seems to stick really good, especially when you're trying to get it off of there. So we have $6 with the Black Widow, looking for 8. Tammy, honey, you may be, I don't know, she might be up to. So we have Black Widow and Tammy's buffering. Sorry, I know about them technical difficulties. I had a few of them before I come on. So, yeah, well, there's always a lag. So we still have the Black Widow in at $6. We will need to see an $8 bid if anyone else is interested. Okay, thank you, Tammy. So we're going to start calling this down for the Black Widow. So we're going to go once to Black Widow for $6. What a deal. Going twice. Final and last call. And it looks like Black Widow will be taking yet another glass piece off my hands. So congratulations, Black Widow. That just gives me more buying power. Congratulations. That is just, I'll have to give it a bath. We have a little sticky right there, but it's nothing a good squirted on and some water wouldn't fix, right? Let's see. I was thinking there's so much stuff in here. It's crazy. Let's go this route. I thought I broke everything, but it didn't. Okay, we have another bowl, an oldie, yet another one. And I'm going to take a quick, you're very welcome, sweetheart, and thank you for being here. Thank everyone for coming in. I really appreciate that. But this, look at this bad boy. Now, if it's not beautiful, there's your bottom. There's that inside. And there is your side. So, let me get a measurement really quick on this. We are looking at 10.5 inches across and about 3 inches deep. Let me make a picture so we can nail down the what we're looking at. I know it's vintage. I know it is. It's a very beautiful bowl. So let's take a look here. See what we got. It is a vintage crystal cut glass fruit bowl. Let me make sure I've got the right one. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting 2 different stories here. I'm getting one just says it's vintage crystal cut. Then I'm getting one that says Anchor Hawking serving bowl. And it looks exactly like this. So we have another Anchor Hawking beauty coming out at you here in a second. Anchor Hawking Stars and Bars is what it's called. Oh my goodness. And the time period is from 1960 to 1969, so it's definitely an old one. So, let me see. We'll start this one at 10. I mean, it's big. It is the Anchor Hawking Stars and Bars. You do have that scalloped look around the edge. It reminds me of a pie. around the edge. It is big. They refer to it as a fruit bowl. I mean, I guess it is large enough for quite a bit of fruit or whatever. And we have stars and bars. What people used to see in the olden day when they got locked up, they got hit with the billy club. Then it was stars and bars. Of course, they don't use that method anymore. Stars and bars. Isn't that gorgeous? Look like kind of reminds me of a pie at the top. Beautiful, beautiful piece. It's about that big. Your whole face can fit in there. Minnie said 10. 10 for Minnie on the start. Minnie may have something that's may be relatable to this. You guys remember back in the 50s and 60s and they had them billy clubs. So if you got in trouble and they hit you, you seen stars and then went behind the bars. But anyway, we have Minnie in at that $10 bid. That's a very nice bowl. No chips or cracks on that. The reason why I know, because my uncle got hit with one time for unruly behavior. So we have Minnie in at 10. $10. So not seeing any other interest. If you're interested, be the time to come in. We're going to start calling this down for Minnie. We're going to go once to Minnie for that $10 bid. We're going to go twice. Look at the pretty floral type. I guess that's referred to as the stars. Going twice. Final and last call. And we are sold to Minnie for $10. Congratulations, sweetie. That's yours. I remember when we were kids, my uncle used to watch us quite a bit, and we were a handful, I must admit. And he'd come home, and my stepmother's name was Ruby, and he said, Ruby, can't you do anything with these kids? And we'd just cackle. It was hilarious. We didn't say we weren't mean, but we were mischievous sometimes. I think he just gave up long ago. But yeah, he used to watch us when we were little. So let's see what we got here. You ever have that experience where you think of something and you get distracted and it just goes right over your head? Let's see here. Oh, I know. I'll offer this. So here we have another vintage beauty. I've had this for a while. It's time to say bye-bye. Let's see. Let's see. Provske. Oh, mercy. ES Germany. Whoa. This is a Germany piece. It is much like in that, I guess that's a cantaloupe. I guess to each their own. Look at those fancy handles on that. And let me see. There are a few condition issues because of its age. I don't know what you would call it. And here is your lid. Because, let's see. I'm sure that is fired gold right there on the edge, right there. And since I've had this for a while and it's getting a little dusty, Instead of dust on the bottom, there's dust on the top. So I'm going to start this at $7. I'm not for sure what it is. Could be, Amy, for maybe a small, maybe. So there's that. Here's your little seal right back here. Let me see if I can't get it to. Sometimes if you tilt it back. Germany. It's one of those German pieces. No chips or cracks. Like I said, there's some condition issues on that fired gold because of its age. But then you have your purples and your yellows, and there's your cantaloupe. Is that a cantaloupe? It looks like one. I never liked cantaloupe. I was a watermelon person, but there she is. And we'll start it at 7. Very pretty little piece anyway, isn't it? There's your thank you, Amy. Whoops. I'm telling you, I'm like a bull in a china shop. There is your right there. Very pretty, kind of fall themed, but it is pretty. Dusty, it's been up here for a while. There's your handle right there. And there's that. Let me see here. And I don't see any interest in that. So we're a little bit past. Let me see if I can find something. Okay, guys, we're going to do a giveaway. And you know what you're going to get as a result of that giveaway? That right there. That is shell. It's pink. And Laura's thinking, why is she giving pink up? Because I can. So there's that. I'm not for sure what that is, guys. It kind of is reminiscent of a Lee Sands, but it's not. And I'm going to give this away. So since I do not know how to do the whatchamacallit thing where it spins the wheel, let's see, how many we have in the chat? There's 14 watching. Laura, let's do numbers. What should I go to? What number should I go to? Because I'm not good at this, but somebody's going to get a really pretty necklace out of it. Let's go to 1 to 20, guys. I will right now I'm going to turn around. So I have already got the number, and let me fold it up. Don't do anything yet. And I have folded it up, and I'm holding it right here. So go ahead and do your thing. So 1 to 20. Amy. As a matter of fact, I just got this, and I think that is shell, and it is beautiful. Okay, guys, only one number, please. We're only doing the one number, 1 to 20. I know different people do them different. Look at that. I think that's shell, guys. That is a beautiful necklace. There's the back. So we just do one number and one number only. We have to go with the first number that we see in the chat. If you repeat someone's number, then go ahead and change your number. Minnie, go ahead. Do you want us to go with your first number, sweetie? Hang on just a second here. We will go with your first number. Let's see here. We'll go with Minnie's first number. So remember, I turned around, wrote the number down. I didn't see anyone's number, and I had it right here the whole time. So the winner is number 10, is the number 10. And if I was looking correctly, I think Joanne may have got it right on the button. Number 10. Congratulations, Joanne. And I think I have your address. And that is yours. Congratulations. I think we have Shell. This is Shell. This might be something that either you may like or your granddaughter, either one. But isn't that beautiful? So there we have it. You're the winner, and I will write your name on this. It's really pretty. It reminded me of a Lee Sands, but it's not. But it sure reminded me of that. Let's see. Congratulations. Gift alert, gift alert. Who's getting it? Aw, sent to Selena as a gift. I sure will, Joanne. You are a sweetheart. She won't know until she gets it in the mail. And I believe I have Selena. Has she bought for me before? I don't know if Selena's bought for me before. Joanne, can you send me her address to that email? Because I don't remember her buying. I want Mum's the word. And if you would think of it, send that to this email, her address. I know I bought from her, but I don't think, and only God knows where that paper is. I think she has. I can send it to her. Joanne, to kind of save you that, if I can get a hold of her address, because I can send it right to her for you. There's no sense in, hey, Marzita, welcome in, sweetie. Yeah, we'll get that sent. Mum's, you won't hear it from me. I don't kiss and tell, right? Thank you, Laura. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Well, guys, it's been a great night. Kind of full of moments in the beginning, but we made it to, I made it. I figured it out. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? And I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. If you would do me a favor, you can leave a comment after this video. I would really appreciate it. If you shared, if we got the thumbs up, if you forgot, do it for me as you leave. It's been wonderful being with you guys. I've had a good time. I hope you have too. And I love you guys. Stay safe. Until next time, I love you guys. And good night to everyone. Good night. Thank you so much.